In the dry sands of Egypt, archaeologists uncovered something ancient. A stone doorway, buried for thousands of years, has been revealed beneath the Great Sphinx. What lies behind this door? A message from the past, or a warning for the future? Only AI can uncover secrets long forgotten.
You asked what lies behind the Sphinx's hidden dorsum. Believe it leads to a forgotten chamber, untouched for over 10,000 years. Recent scans revealed symmetrical hollows beneath the structure. Ancient texts speak of a vault holding the secrets of the gods. Now, using AI, we're reconstructing what might be inside. Scrolls, stasis pods, a machine older than civilization itself. Is this just myth, or something history chose to forget? They believed it was a door buried in silence beneath the Sphinx for thousands of years. But when it awakened, it didn't open a room. It opened something else. Not space, but memory. Visions appeared. Priests, machines, forgotten stars. It wasn't knowledge. It was a message. A lost voice speaking not to the past, but to us. This wasn't a secret. It was a warning. Awakened not by man, but by AI.
Standing guard on the Giza Plateau, the Great Sphinx of Giza is one of the most iconic monuments in human history. Carved from a single massive limestone bedrock, the statue stretches 73 meters long and stands 20 meters tall. According to mainstream Egyptology, the Sphinx was built around 2500 BCE during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre. They believe the face of the Sphinx represents Khafre himself, immortalized in stone. But there's a mystery. The Sphinx bears no inscriptions, no hieroglyphs, no records of its construction. Not a single ancient text tells us who built it or why. Could a monument this grand truly emerge from history in complete silence? Some scholars are beginning to question the traditional narrative. And the deeper they look, the stranger the Sphinx becomes. Could the Great Sphinx be far older than we've ever imagined? In the early 1990s, American author John Anthony West, along with geologist Dr. Robert Schoch, introduced a bold and controversial theory. They noticed something unusual: deep vertical grooves carved into the body of the Sphinx. According to their analysis, these patterns couldn't have been formed by mere wind or desert sand. Instead, they pointed to heavy, sustained rainfall, the kind of erosion only seen in much wetter climates. But here's the mystery. The Giza Plateau hasn't experienced significant rainfall in over 5,000 years. If the erosion is truly from water, that would place the construction of the Sphinx somewhere around 7000 BCE, or possibly even earlier. This theory shook the archaeological world. Egyptologists quickly dismissed the claims, insisting the erosion could be explained by centuries of desert winds and occasional flash floods. Critics argue there's no archaeological evidence, no tools, no inscriptions, no nearby structures to support such an early origin. Yet the idea refuses to go away. Could it be that this ancient guardian is silently guarding secrets from a forgotten age? Beneath the massive body of the Great Sphinx, ancient legends whisper of hidden chambers, secret vaults sealed for thousands of years. In the late 1980s, researchers John Anthony West and geophysicist Dr. Thomas Debetsky conducted seismic tests at the Sphinx site. To their surprise, they detected unexplained hollow spaces beneath the monument's front paws, symmetrical and sharply defined. This discovery sparked renewed interest in the so-called Hall of Records, a legendary library said to contain lost knowledge from a pre-dynastic civilization, possibly Atlantis. But as excitement grew, access was quietly denied. Requests to excavate the chambers were rejected by Egyptian authorities. Official reasons cited concerns about preserving the integrity of the monument. However, critics argued that the refusal is part of a broader effort to suppress anything that challenges the mainstream narrative. The result? Decades have passed, yet no one knows what truly lies beneath. Could the Sphinx be guarding more than just stone? And why is the world still not allowed to look? Not everyone agrees that the Sphinx was built by the ancient Egyptians. Some researchers argue that its heavily eroded body and disproportionately small head suggest it was repurposed from a much older monument, possibly dating back to the end of the last ice age. This idea challenges mainstream archaeology, which attributes the Sphinx to Pharaoh Khafre around 2500 BCE. But the evidence doesn't quite add up. The weathering patterns don't match the arid desert climate of the last 4,500 years. Theories range from the influence of a forgotten civilization with advanced engineering to even more controversial ideas. Could the builders have had access to technologies or knowledge that modern science cannot yet explain? Some point to the Sphinx's alignment with the stars, particularly the constellation of Leo around 10,500 BCE as a clue to its true origins. Others link it to Atlantis, claiming it was part of a network of sacred monuments built by survivors of a global cataclysm. And on the fringe of possibility, some suggest the Sphinx is not entirely human in origin, but rather a message encoded by non-human intelligence. These ideas are widely dismissed by traditional scholars. Yet the deeper we look, the more unanswered questions we find. Could it be that history, as we know it, is incomplete? Who built the Sphinx? And what were they trying to tell us?